We are the Armed Attorneys. Today we are talking about when the police can lie, when they can't lie, and how you can, knowing how this system works, how you can use it to your advantage. We got some pretty fun videos here. One involving professional golfer Scottie Scheffler. But before we begin, show your support for the Second Amendment by hitting that like button. And hey, we fired up a Shorts channel. It's going to be linked in the description below if you're looking for new breaking news, just kind of off the cuff stuff. If you enjoy the content, the discussions we have, please check us out over there. But now, police lying. There's a lot to this.
There's a lot to this. So how do we know definitively we can tell you it is okay for the police to lie to you? Well, this comes from a Supreme Court case, actually from 1969. So it has been okay for the police to lie to you almost as long as Edwin Walker's been alive.
There's a long and storied tradition of police lying.
Long. So what happened in Frazier versus Cupp, which if you just are interested in checking it out, is 394 U.S. 731. Again, that's out of 1969. What happened is the police sat there in an interrogation room. They lied to their suspect. They told them that he was implicated by the confession of another suspect. He believed them and then confessed himself and then challenged that confession. And the Supreme Court looked at that and said, actually, it's okay. It doesn't violate your due process rights. Police can lie to you all day long to get what they want. It's just part of their investigative tools.
Yeah, and I think what brought this topic up was kind of a video making the rounds on the Twitters. Let's check that out.
I get paid in cash, by the way.
That's fine, man. I'm not 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500. You have $1,900 something dollars.
I know. I have $1,200 in rent coming up. I have $300 in car insurance.
Yeah, so if you're honest about where the money comes from, I'll let them take it.
So what do you want me to say?
Where'd it come from?
What do you want me to tell you?
I'd rather you be honest.
So if I be honest, you're gonna give them the money?
Yeah. It's your chance to be honest right now. So you have to make a decision.
Are you gonna give them the money?
Yes.
Like positive?
Yes.
Okay, then yes.
From selling it?
Yeah, I guess. I think you're giving them the money now?
I can't.
So you lied, pretty much.
I didn't make you say anything.
You just
Everything
lied to me, man.
is.
You just straight up lied to me.
Police are allowed to lie to you.
Yeah, and clearly I'm gonna get a lawyer. So.
I'm good. That's fine, sir.
That's fine.
Like, you got your rights read to you.
Yeah, you just straight up lied to me.
If the police are allowed to do.
Lie. Yeah, you made me lie.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, okay.
I just want to let you know that is a 100% legal for us to lie to you.
So here we have a very good example. Looks like guy trying to pay his rent. Maybe, allegedly, maybe,
Just
possibly.
a hardworking dude. Trying to
sold drugs to make the money. And we see the police trick him out of his rent.
I know. You shouldn't sell drugs to make your money, but somehow I feel really sorry for him because it's like, he wasn't going to buy drugs with the money. He was going to pay his rent. He was going to keep a roof over his head.
I see where you're going with that. Yeah.
I feel very sorry for him. That is dirty tricks, but unfortunately illegal dirty tricks.
Yeah. So how do we need to, utilizing this information? When are the police allowed to lie to you? Pretty much at any point in time.
Always.
They're always allowed to lie to you. Now I'm sure we have lots of law enforcement folks who watch the channel who would never lie because they're honest human beings and you're a good person and you watch the channel and we appreciate you. For as many of those guys, I would say there is an equal number of folks who are willing to employ any trick at their disposal in order to secure a conviction.
Right. But you know who you're not allowed to lie to if you're the police?
That's the next one, isn't it?
That is the next one. So we have a very high profile scenario that has occurred recently. He's a golf man. I don't do golf.
Yeah, he might be one of the best golfers in the world.
He's a golfman. He's a golfman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Well, we have Scottie Scheffler. If you haven't seen this story, kind of hiding under a rock, but he was on his way to a tournament. Road was blocked due to vehicle accident. Mm-hmm. He's trying to make his way around kind of the police barricade. I wouldn't even say that. I would just say where the emergency vehicles were in order to enter kind of the area where they were staging.
He's kind of got something important to do.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
He's got to go win. He's got to go win some stuff, right? But when he pulls around, this is what happens according to the police. We have Detective Brian Gillis. Allegedly, he is the one who arrested Scottie. He said that he had pain and swelling and abrasions to his left wrist and knee that required a hospital visit. He noted that his uniform pants, valued at $80, were damaged beyond repair.
Right. It's like the car hit me and it drugged me. Right?
Yeah, the car hit him. They were banging on his windows. It was dragging him. And they put all of that in their sworn complaint to a judge. And this is how it normally works. Police officer, they write out their probable cause statement or their complaint. They swear, that's where they say that this is all true, in order to confine someone to a jail temporarily before a neutral magistrate has an opportunity to review it and decide whether or not to keep the person in jail. So they may have exaggerated that a little bit.
Oh, yeah, because there's camera footage.
Let's check it out. I mean, when we compare what the statements by police were with what we just saw there, what is your initial reaction?
It didn't happen. I mean, really, truly. And so that's where we draw our lines here. Unfortunately, police can lie to you and I all day long. And, the police who are watching this right now are going to say, fortunately, because that's how we get bad guys off the streets and that's how we help protect you. And I get it. However, I don't want to be lied to. I think most of us here do not want to be lied to by police, but you cannot do it to magistrates.
Yeah, that's really
the court.
Yeah.
The court does not tolerate that kind of behavior.
And I think a lot of people forget, whenever you are filling out an affidavit, and, these complaints, these are sworn affidavits, it's the same as if you were sitting in the witness chair at trial in front of a jury, arm raised, hand to God, and hand on the Bible, swearing that you're going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Correct.
They're legally the same.
Yes. So how can we use this set of information?
So I think we break it into kind of two components. We look at the investigation stage. We look at trial stage. We treat these a little bit differently. For the investigation stage, I mean, knowing that the police can lie to you, you should not be speaking to the police because they are going to say whatever they need to say sometimes in order to get information out of you. So always invoking your right to remain silent, always invoking your right to an attorney, only communicating through an attorney. I talk to detectives all day. I mean, we have people who, and what I say to the detective can't be used against you. This is what I said. This is,
I'm waiting on a call back from one right now. You know who you are.
But it's so important that you use an attorney to communicate because, we're neutral when it comes to this kind of stuff. And these tricks, cops, it's actually very adorable.
They can lie to us too, but we kind of know when they're doing it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I would say sometimes when you see them trying to put the screws on or whatever, it's almost comical.
Yeah. But bear in mind, and it's not saying that police don't get on the stand and lie, or don't lie in their reports, or don't lie in sworn statements, because of course it's going to happen. It happened here. There are bad apples in every profession. However, you always hope that they're going to follow the rules. They're going to lie to you. They're not going to lie on you.
No.
Not lying on me. Don't lie on me.
Don't lie on me. Well, and
not gonna lie on you.
Inconvenient for this were none of the cops' body cameras were turned on this. So
isn't that a thing?
Yeah, that's starting. I see a trend mounting.
I'm starting.
The
to
evidence
see a
is
trend.
mounting. But at trial, how are police misrepresentations treated as opposed to maybe things we see up in an investigation?
Well, the police are going to be cross-examined, and anything they say that's not true, you should have material to impeach them on.
So what is impeachment for the uninitiated?
For the uninitiated. So we have anytime someone says something on the stand and you can prove that it is either not true or it is inconsistent with a prior statement that is also going to be admissible,
Yeah, or maybe they just they do it by omission, or they can,
Yes.
they leave a misimpression in the mind of the jury. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you get at it.
Exactly. So you can impeach them with said facts, said prior statement, et cetera, et cetera. And it's it is boring to really break it down here, but you give people an opportunity to review, particularly prior statements. They get to refresh their recollection. They get to, without the jury actually seeing the blatant lie, they get to just correct the statement in front of the jury and say the right thing. If they don't do that, you actually get to really hammer them, and you get to admit the prior statement. You get to show the lies.
I don't think, when you explain it, it doesn't sound boring to me.
Doesn't it?
No,
It is
because
boring though.
yeah, you get the person, they agree with you. Hey, look, when you said that he dragged you to the ground, you were lying, weren't you? And when they say, no, I wasn't. Okay.
Well, here's a document.
Here's a video that
Here's a
will
video.
refresh your recollection about how this happened. After you've reviewed that, do you now agree with me that you misrepresented that I dragged you across the ground? I mean, that's probably, as far as practitioner stuff goes, that's the most fun thing you can do.
I suppose, except police officers always review, and then you never really get to hammer them with it. They always
Nah.
kind of relent. But anyway, so all of that. So yes, you will get to correct misimpressions at trial, which is a very good thing as long as you have an attorney who's paying enough attention to know that they've lied and have that impeachment material ready.
But we see, whether it's on the side of the road or in the court, these things, misrepresentations, flat out lies, they're treated differently. Knowing that is half the battle. But we hope you enjoyed this discussion. If you did, consider subscribing, hitting that like button, and help us fight the anti-2A algorithm by sharing this video.
And please leave us your question or comment below. Until next time, we're the Armed Attorneys.